Whew. Yo, what's going on? Charles Austin here. Let's be fit forever. So, real quick, and I don't know if I ever done the YouTube live on the cell phone. I'm always on my computer, but I had something to say real quick, and I wanted to go ahead and do it. So, um, here we go. So the title of this live, real quick. Oh, by the way, Charles Austin here. Let's be fit forever. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so that you're always up to date with the latest content here on the channel. I forgot I was doing this one. It's all informal. Um, Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fitness Charles. Go to fitnesscharles.com to find out more. fitnesscharles.com/consult if you want to speak with me directly. So, hey, um, I titled this one Weight Loss is All About Math. And I decided that I would go ahead and do an excerpt from my own book, The 85-15 Diet Plan, Making Healthy Eating and Weight Loss Simple, by none other than your boy, Charles Austin, MPH. All right. So if we look here, we're in chapter 3, where it says weight loss is all about math. All right. So here we go. And now I talk about the plan in the book and everything. Um, the book, you saw my feet there. The book basically breaks down, how to um, eat properly. It talks about how to train properly, um, calorie math, workout plans, helping you to develop meal plan. All that kind of stuff is in there. And this specific part is where I'm kind of trying to basically point out the fact that at the end of the day, um, all of these special all of these special diets. You got keto, and you had Atkins back in the day. I remember one called South Beach, for goodness sake. Low carb, um, hero, uh, what's the other one where you like do pescatarian, and all these different. Then you got diet pills, and you like I gotta burn fat burners, and you got intermittent fasting, and you got eating for your blood type, and you got all these different things out here that's designed to keep you freaking confused and overweight and sick. None of that stuff works. And for all the detractors out there that's gonna be like, well, I lost weight on, okay, sure you did, but did you maintain it? Are you an aberration or are you the norm? Because the norm says that when you go on a diet, or what's the other thing that's popular? Fitness challenges. Oh my gosh. Everybody's always doing a fitness challenge, but they don't learn anything. You do a fitness challenge, but you don't learn anything. So when the fitness challenge is over, you have no idea what to do. So whatever weight loss you had, any success you had, is normally gone once you're out of the challenge. So the point is, all of these things don't work, and because people don't understand a basic concept, and that's what I'm about to do real quick. Just a real quick one. All right. So how do we do that? There we go. Let's go back. So here we go. If we look here, what does it say? Now I probably should get. Let me get a. Let me do this real quick so y'all can see. I'm gonna use my other book as a bookmark. Let me get like a pen so y'all can see what I'm talking about real quick. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm doing this. I'm holding the phone, and I'm trying to like hold my place. All right. All right. Here we go. So, and this was the other book I was using. I was using my book, The Toilet Book, here. There you go. Same author right there. All right. Now, what does it say here? Now, it says this plan is based on math. So, like I said, basically, in this book, I break down exactly how you're supposed to eat and train, etc., etc. So this plan is based on math. If you remember from chapter 1, I had eating recommendations based on different caloric needs, etc., etc. All right. So coincidentally, losing and gaining weight is all about math too. Keep in mind, I talk about two things here. Losing and gaining weight is all about math. Let me say that one more time so everybody can be clear, because we're not focused on one part of this. Okay? We're focused on losing and gaining weight being about what? Math. All right? So at the time of writing this, after over 10 years, now I'm pushing over. Anyway, I don't want to date myself. After over 10 years of health coaching, personal training, nutrition counseling, and leading boot camps, people seem to struggle. You know what it says? Struggle, right? With losing weight the most. Outside of rare metabolic, because I know people are going to say, well, I have this. So let's make sure we're clear about what we're talking about. Outside of rare metabolic and genetic or other health concerns, losing weight is not as hard as it appears. And I know people get mad when I say stuff like that, but it's the truth. Okay? Truthfully, if you can do math, you can lose weight. Now, let's do this. I'm not going to read all of this. I wish I could get this book open a little bit more. This is one of my early prototypes. So I have some scribbles in it already from when I wanted to make edits, but this is the one I keep. All right. So the first part of weight loss and math is about energy consumed, okay, in the form of calories. All right. In other words, it's all about the quality and look. It's all about the quality and the quantity of the food you eat. So real quick, just so we can be clear about this, I'm basically telling you that losing and gaining weight is about math. And at the end of the day, when you're trying to maintain weight, lose weight, gain weight, whatever it is, but specifically since we're talking about lose weight, the quality and the quantity of what you're eating matters. Not just the quantity, the quality and the quantity is what matters. All right. Let's see if we get this back. All right. Focus. So the quality and the quantity of the food you eat. In order to see changes on the weight scale, you must, I put that in caps for a reason. You must be aware of how many, we're talking about calories. You must be aware of how many calories and what type of calories, right there, what type of calories you are eating on a regular basis. This isn't about sometimes. This isn't about most of the time. This isn't on weekends. This isn't when I want to worry about it. This is on a regular basis. You must be aware of the type of calories and the amount of calories. So again, many times people who struggle with weight loss eat all the correct foods, but are unaware of how, what does it say here? They're unaware. I don't want to rotate the device. No, I don't want to rotate. Stop. They're unaware of how much of those foods they eat. So a lot of people struggle with the fact that, well, wait a minute, I'm eating the right foods, but how much are you eating? Okay. Now, over the years, I have learned that attempting to count calories can be quite mundane, causing people to quit and therefore fail at their own weight loss goals. Thankfully, though, the diet plan has already done the calorie counting for you. And I'm talking about this specific book here. All right. So that's the first part. You got to know how much. Now, here's the other part. Let's go over here. The second part of weight loss, all right? The second part of weight loss in math is gaining a basic understanding of the calorie content of fat. Again, we're not saying you need to be, and I'm going to get down here. Get on my floor a little bit. Ugh. There we go. See if I can get something to weigh this down. Get my teacup. There we go. Now I ain't got to hold it. All right. So again, the second part of weight loss and math is gaining a basic understanding of the calorie content of fat. It says basic understanding. You don't have to become a dietitian, a nutritionist, a fitness coach, a health coach, a wellness coach, a personal trainer, exercise physiologist. You don't have to be any of those things. But you do need to have a basic, because what they're gonna, and let me just do this. What the fitness challenge is gonna do, right? What the fitness challenge is gonna do and what the diet is gonna do is they're not gonna teach you any of this. You're not gonna learn anything. They're gonna say, do what I tell you to do and you'll lose weight. But they don't tell you, well, wait a minute, what about after I lose the weight? What about processing into a maintenance phase? They don't care about that. They care about getting your money so you can do this challenge. And when you gain the weight back again, you're going to go right back to them because you haven't learned anything. Okay? So what I'm telling you is that for this weight loss to be successful, you're going to have to have a basic understanding of some things. Basic. Doesn't have to be intricate. Basic understanding. All right? So here we go. Basic understanding of the calorie content of fat. Since most cases of being overweight or obese involve carrying extra and unneeded fat. And you see this right here? Source. Everything I write, I have researched. Okay? See that right there? That's a source. So when you go to the index, you can see where I got all this information from. All right. Since in most cases of being overweight or obese involve carrying extra and unneeded fat, it is good to appreciate how many calories are in fat. Okay. Every pound, not some pound, every pound of fat is equal to about 3,500 calories. Now, how many of you who's watching this now or who watching this later, ask yourself the question, man, did I even know that? Did I know that every pound of fat is equal to about 3,500 calories? Why is that important? We're going to get to that in just a second. Okay. All right. Every pound of fat is equal to about 3,500 calories. Now think about how many extra pounds of fat people have on their bodies. If it's you, be personal about this. All right? If it's you, be personal about this and think about how many extra. I'm trying not to block the light based on my position. I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm laying on this floor. All right, here we go. So if it's you, think about how many extra calories you have on your body. So again, now think about how many extra calories extra pounds of fat people have on their bodies. Let's take somebody who is 20 pounds overweight, for example. So 20 pounds is an easy number. I think there's many people around that are in a healthy overweight space, if I will, because 20 pounds overweight is something that's maintainable. 20 pounds overweight is something that's manageable. And that's something that you're not going to be at an immediate risk for death. Okay? But it's still too much. But I'm saying I should pick that number because that's quite common. It's more common than you think. All right? So let's take somebody, focus, there we go. Take someone who is 20 pounds overweight, for example. When you do the math, 3,500 calories times 20. Remember, we said that every pound of fat is equal to about 3,500 calories. There's my source. This is not me making this up. All right? So take someone who is 20 pounds overweight, for example. And I'm going to get up for a second because I hear my garage door opening, and that means my kids are about to walk in. And I don't want y'all to hear all of that. I'm going to go in my bedroom real quick. Forgive me for covering everything up. I'm going to turn my light on real quick. I'm still here. Oh, that's the fan. Hold on, I'm here. I'm here. Here we go. All right, let's see if we can get into a comfortable position here again, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Y'all stay with me. Y'all stay with me on this. All right. So let's get my laptop. I'm gonna use my laptop as my paperweight. There's my foot. There's my foot. Okay. Let's get back to the page I was on real quick, y'all. Where was I? Where was I? There we go. There I was. Okay, let's do this. Let's wrap this up. Now, as we were saying a second ago, let's see, make sure I can get this light right. So there's no shadows. That's like the hardest part sometimes. Making sure there's no shadows. All right, here we go. So remember we said that every pound of fat is equal to about 3,500 calories. So we're saying take somebody who is 20 pounds overweight, for example. When you do the math, 3,500 times 20, that means that you're carrying an extra 20 pounds of fat, means that a person would need to burn 70,000 extra calories. If you're 20 pounds overweight, in order for you to start working on that weight and start targeting the extra fat, the extra fat that you have to do, the extra fat that you have to burn, you would have to burn 70,000 calories. Okay? 70,000 calories. So let's go back. When you do the math, carrying an extra 20 pounds means that a person would need to burn 70,000 extra calories just to cut the excess fat. Now, as your pounds of overweight start to increase, meaning if you're 30, 40, 50 pounds of weight, even more, the number of calories needing to be burned gets bigger and bigger. So why so much talk about burning fat? What about the calories from carbohydrates and protein? It's true all calories has to be accounted for, and too many calories from protein and carbohydrates can do their own damage. The reason why fat gets all the attention is because how easy it is to overdose on calories from eating fatty foods. Okay? And basically I'm going into the fact that fat has more calories. Okay? Now real quick, I'm going to go to the third part. So far, we've covered that the first part is you need to be aware of, like it says here, you need to be aware of how many and the type. You need to know how much you're eating, and you need to know where those calories are coming from, what type they are. You have to. You absolutely have to. Because that's your first step. If you don't know that, you can't go to step 2. We're just saying, okay, the second step is understanding that, look, every pound that I'm trying to lose is about 3,500 calories that I got to burn. If I'm 20 pounds overweight, we do simple math. We now know that we need to burn 70,000 extra calories to cut that fat. That's the first couple of parts. The last one, and then we're going to wrap on this. And you can see my computer's right there holding it up. The third part of weight loss and math, all right, is about burning those calories. Now look, when you hear the term burning calories, it refers to the act of the body using energy to do something. Okay? Let's say that again. So remember, the first part of weight loss was making sure that we know how much and the quality and the quantity of the calories we eat. The second part of weight loss was making sure we understood that for every pound that I got to lose, I'm going to have to burn off, or use is a better way to say it. I have to make my body use 3,500 calories for every pound. The third part of weight loss in math is about burning or using or utilizing calories. When you hear the term burning calories, it refers to the act of the body using energy to do something. You can burn calories by sleeping, digesting, digesting food, eating, breathing, and even thinking. Okay, so keep in mind these are all ways we burn calories. But what I want to focus on, though, is the number of calories burned as a result of your resting metabolic rate and exercise. So let's go over resting metabolic rate, sometimes called RMR. Your resting, and this is going to be the end, y'all. I'm going to wrap at this. All right, so stay with me. Your resting metabolic rate, also referred to as metabolism, is basically how many calories you will burn in a day if you just sat on the couch and did nothing. The higher your RMR, the more calories you will need to burn, you will burn at rest. All right? Now I'm getting here. This is probably one of the more difficult concepts to get. All right? So if you have to rewatch it and rewind it, please do so. So again, the higher your RMR, the more calories you will burn at rest. This calorie expenditure is necessary to keep you alive. Processes like circulating blood, basically your RMR keeps you alive. Now, the other more fun way to burn calories is through exercise, which my next chapter is about exercise. So since I'm gonna talk about it anyway, I'm only gonna touch on it briefly. Exercise comes in many forms. We know about walking, we know about running, we know about weightlifting, we know about dancing, sports, etc., etc. There's a bunch of ways to exercise. What's important about exercise is that it burns the extra. Let's say this again. The third part, as it says here, we're talking about subtracting those calories. The third part of weight loss in math is about burning calories. And when you hear the term burning calories, it refers to the act of the body using energy to do something, using calories to do something. Your RMR is a way you burn calories. It keeps you alive by circulating blood, breathing, maintaining a normal body temperature. Examples, those are a few examples. But the main thing is exercise. Main way is through exercise. So again, walking, running, weightlifting, playing sports, there's all types of exercise. So here's the end. And we'll wrap. What's important about exercise is that it burns the extra calories needed for consistent weight loss, not burned from your RMR. So what is this basically saying? Okay? What is this basically saying? At the end of the day, you don't need Atkins diet, keto diet, surgery. You don't need paleo diet, hero diet, low carb diet, carnivore diet. You don't need weight loss challenge, fitness challenge, boot camp challenge. You don't need any of that. You need to be focused on the fact that I need to know what is the quality and quantity of my calories. I need to know that, if I'm going to burn some extra pounds, I'm going to have to burn 3,500 calories for every pound I want to lose. And I need to know I got to exercise. That's basic. Quality and quantity of your food, and move. Stop with all the special stuff. Stop with all the challenges. Stop with all the diets. Do an audit on what you're putting in your body every single day. Do an audit. Am I getting fruits? Am I getting vegetables? Am I getting nuts? Am I getting seeds? Am I getting legumes like beans and peanuts and lentils? Am I getting spinach? Am I getting kale? Am I getting broccoli? Am I getting cauliflower? Am I getting carrots? Am I getting whole potatoes? Am I getting apples? Am I getting oranges, bananas? strawberries, blueberries? Am I getting those types of things? Am I getting whole grains, minimally processed to no processed grains? Am I drinking water or am I drinking soda? Am I drinking alcohol all the time or am I drinking water? Am I eating foods with so many ingredients that I can't even pronounce them? It's so processed I don't even know what it is. So that's the moral. Okay? So if you're late to joining or if you're checking this out, rewind it, pause it, take a screenshot of the book and get those lessons. Because what we're doing is we are confusing ourselves. We're doing something that's simple and making it difficult. And what you're also doing by being a participant in all of these diets and all of these challenges is you are lining the pockets of somebody who doesn't care about your success. They care about their sales. How do I know this? I've worked in boot camp and fitness challenge industry. I've worked in big box gyms before. Everything that matters there is the bottom line. There's no teaching going on there. Nobody is going to learn how to live. All you're doing is learning how to do a challenge or learning how to do a diet. And after you're doing that, and after you stop doing that, you have no idea what to do. So what I'm saying is, these are some easy steps to start thinking about and realizing that when you're trying to control your weight and lose weight, it really is about the math. Okay. So again, I'm gonna wrap this up. And again, I'll show you again. We use some excerpts from my book, the 85-15 Diet Plan, right here, as you can see. That's one of that's the wonderful back cover. Yeah. This is the second book I actually wrote. But anywho, main ideas here for a quick little review. First part is to make sure you know about the quality and the quantity right here. Make sure you know about the quality and the quantity of what you eat. Realize that 3,500 calories makes up a pound. So if you're 20 pounds overweight, you got to burn 70,000 extra calories. And then last but not least, make sure that you understand that exercise is going to be the way you burn those. Where is it at? That's the way you're going to burn those extra calories in order to facilitate your weight loss. All right. So again, as always, if you're liking the content on the channel, if you're checking out this video and you learned something, like it, man. Share the video out so somebody else can learn something. Leave a comment. If you got a question about something, drop a comment and I'll respond. Like I always do my best to respond. So if you got a question about something, drop a comment, man, and respond and I'll respond. Also, like I said, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fitness Charles. Go to fitnesscharles.com/consult. If you want to speak further, we can set things up, get you rolling on your own plan, and we can do some teaching, we can do some education, but also check out all the videos that's here already on the channel. Lots and lots and lots of free content here on the channel that can change your life, and that's what I'm here for. So again, as always, like I say, be happy, be healthy, and be fit forever. I'll see y'all next time.